If you care about it, do it, burn your.
So I'm here with my lovely friends Bob and JoJo of the Vegan Geezer YouTube channel, link in the description, make sure you go and subscribe. And hanging out today, and I thought I'd just ask them for some insight, because I don't know what's it like for a family bringing up children vegan. Maybe, you know, people at home, maybe you've got a family and you're going vegan and you're worried how things are nowadays. If JoJo can stop rocking for a minute.
This is what being a parent's like. Stay still. Magic parent powers.
So Bob, JoJo's run off. He's too busy having a laugh. He's too famous for my channel, is what
I
it is.
Flipping through McDonald's.
But, so how long have you guys been vegan all together now?
2.5 years now.
2.5 years. And then so you got into the vegan thing, and were you worried about how things would cope with school and things, like whether they'd be supportive? Things like that?
I mean, for older kids, it was like social situations which we kind of had to prepare them about. You know, you give them information so they know how to respond to people who ask them stuff, or maybe if they make fun. My daughter didn't have so much, my son a bit, but he's quite smart as well, so he knew how to kind of deal with it.
Sure.
Then if they go places, maybe. I mean, for JoJo, he wasn't at school, so we had time to prepare. We had a bit of hassle kind of getting the school meals sorted for him, because they were expecting like it would be a dietary requirement, and like, can you get a doctor's note? It was like, it's not that, it's a special choice, and we knew they had a special choice menu. We had to kind of point them back to it. So but otherwise, I mean, what the good thing is there's quite a few parents who have seen and know what he eats, and they go, I might put my kid on that because it's healthier. Yeah.
Excellent.
They're actually changing the caterers right now for JoJo's school. So again, we've got to start the process again to see what they can do, because they have asked for like a dietary form or something like that from a doctor.
I don't suppose, does he go on school trips? Is that something they do at that age?
Not proper big trips, no. Like if they do anything outside of school, like go to the pot house for maybe a packed lunch to bring in. This is the funny thing. Recently we had, I think it's for like the Queen's birthday or something, they said bring in packed lunch, and we just grabbed loads of fruit, grabbed some bananas and like loads of oranges. Because they have a fruit snack time, he already had an orange for that, and they took away his oranges, saying no, we don't want him to have too much orange.
What?
Or vitamin C overdose or something. I don't know.
We don't want him too healthy.
But this is the funny thing is, then Katie kind of spoke to him and said, well, actually eating a mono meal of one fruit is very good for your body, you know, and told her about the production of your enzymes and digestion and stuff like that. And she, I didn't know that. So I guess those opportunities, even though they can be difficult and a bit confusing, it's a bit upsetting for him. He came out of school and he was upset. It's an opportunity where you kind of get to maybe educate someone as well. So if you're going to pull any sort of bonus or positive out of it.
I always look for the positive. So with their friends and things, and maybe they go for a sleepover or just to hang out at other houses, are there ever any issues with that sort of thing?
We learnt the hard way before, because we didn't prep the parents when our older kids went round, and then they were like, parents didn't know what to feed them and stuff like that. So then we realised that when they're with us, we can take care of their health and nutrition and that. So some of the things which, you know, might be considered junk food and that, on the rare occasions they do have sleepovers, we can provide those options, because then it makes it more socially comfortable if they go around a friend's house and they are serving up chips, sausages, stuff like that. We say, well look, these Linda McCartney sausages or these other vegan sausages, they can have them. So on many occasions we spoke to parents of our kids' friends and told them what are some of the go-to things that they can get. And again, it's a good opportunity, because I didn't know that was vegan. And so, and then, you know, my daughter James, she goes around a friend's house quite frequently and they get the same stuff all the time. So you just have to kind of put in the prep work beforehand. It's not hard. It's kind of the same. It kind of happens with parents anyway, because they tend to be like, well, what do your kids like? Because it's not even just about dietary choices. It's some kids don't like certain foods.
JoJo, get in my shot for a minute.
You should just get some B-roll of him running around, and you can just cut it in as we're talking and that.
Look at these gains. Look at these plant-based gains, baby. So I heard you and Katie talking earlier, and you're thinking of homeschooling JoJo in the future. So what's that all about?
I don't know. I mean,
not what's it all about, because I know what it's all about. Sounded thick there, but But it's not because of the vegan thing.
It's not a specific vegan thing. I think you go vegan, you know, it's like it opens up your mind and you see things. And for us, it's like, I think a lot of people view school as this kind of gifted service that we have. Yeah. Whereas we kind of then view it as maybe it is a structured service for kind of conforming obedience and stuff like that. And the way the system works,
I agree.
It doesn't serve people's individual purposes or joys. You know, they push you. Yeah, they push you on the things that you're not good at and don't enjoy. Yeah. Because they think that you have to get a level on that. So even though he's academically hugely well ahead, he could be a year above academically. Yeah, he reads at the age of an 8 to 9 year old, and he's 5 years old. Wow. So
how awesome.
Yeah. So we know in ourselves that we can provide him with the education and support and that as well. But I don't know, there's certain structures in school which we feel don't support him. It isn't specifically because of vegan, we just think that's kind of given us a very much more mindful and spiritual awakening to see school for what it is and then see what serves him best.
It feels to me like they're just making the next generation of drones that we're going to pay our taxes and, you know, working for the man, and they don't want free thinking. And
they put fear in there. They fine you for taking your kid out. Yeah. For, you know, luckily there was a case recently. A guy, he fought back against it. Yeah. And won. Yeah. He won, didn't he? He's like his student was, his kid was a really good student. They had a really high kind of percentage of attendance and that, and he used the system against them. They're ruling against them. Yeah. But it's a point of that people fear that that's the way it has to be, that is the way it is and there's no way around it. And it's like, well, we're the first educators of our kids. Yeah. We have them from the start. I know everything about him because I put the time in to learn about him. They're not going to pick up and take it off from day one and go, it's all right, because we've got a book and a curriculum which is designed around to support a government and a system, which makes us those drones that you talk about.
And when I was at school, I learned that we have to have milk for calcium and meat for protein.
Yeah, it's all aligned. It's all aligned. That is the system.
We don't want any part of that. We want some free thinking, like kids who actually know the score, and that's how we benefit each other in the world, not by just listening to the man.
And a lot of the big universities have gone after homeschool kids because they've come out to be so confident and so capable as well in their abilities. A flower of the princess. It's amazing. It's exclusive on Hench Herbivore, the flower of the princess.
Hey, is that for me?
No,
oh, that's nice.
No, look, you're getting it on the plant. Do it on the white one at least.
Oh.
No.
Come here, you.
Yeah. Come here, you. Yeah.
No, you don't. Tell me what someone was trying to teach you about sheep's wool. Was that at school, was it? Yeah? What was that they were trying to teach you?
Sheep give wool to you.
Say again?
That sheep give wool to you.
That sheep give wool to you?
Yeah.
They were teaching you that?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What did you think when you heard that?
Bad.
We had told him about that, even though it isn't something in his life much. It's not like a food choice that happens every day or whatever. Yeah. But we told him, however it came up, I think it's Bar Black Sheep actually, so we're not going to sing that because it just promotes taking wool from sheep. Yeah. We told him about exactly how it happens, what happens to the sheep afterwards, what they do to them to make them grow more wool, that's the industry and that. Yeah. And then he got told by his teacher, I don't know if they were singing the song, they said, no, it's okay because the sheep give wool to us and stuff like that, they don't get harmed. But that's the level of knowledge. Yeah. Little did they know it's an industry that supports kind of, slaughter as well.
Cruelty.
And
it's just everywhere, isn't it? It's just indoctrination. I had a client and he stopped having dairy and then his asthma cleared up and he was at the doctor's and his doctor said, no, you must have dairy, like where are you going to get your calcium? And he said, well, my trainers tell me there's calcium in like all fruits and veggies. And the doctor had to look on the internet and he was like, well, he couldn't believe it.
Google doctor.
So so my client was more clever than a doctor on his nutrition.
That's probably the future of kind of medical science, isn't it? Go to a GP and they just pull up Google.
Yeah. You're better off just staying home and doing it yourselves.
Yeah.
At least you won't get a load of pills pushed on you. Oh. Bob, that's excellent. Thank you so much.
No worries,
for your
man.
time
Thank you
today.
for having us on the channel.
And beautiful taste in t-shirts, this family.
Yeah, not bad.
Very nice.
Just one thing to say quickly. This man is the kindest man. We all know that, you know, these are going around and all of the adults. But the first ever child-sized one specifically for JoJo.
Dun, dun,
Mum,
dun.
That says
Take
something
off Fred.
a lot about this man.
Aw,
A lot of
bless
good heart.
you.
Doesn't say much about this boy who keeps messing up everything though.
You know what?
Say something silly to the camera.
Go vegan for victory!
Brilliant.
Sit down, sit
Good
down.
man.